We're headed to Patagonia State Park, where we're gonna tent camp and get a little bit of paddling in, enjoy the sunshine. I am driving, Steve is working, Fender is dogging.
You wanna go camping? Look at that tail. This is gonna be a fun trip. We're testing out the fridge for the first time. Hopefully it works, or we'll have spoiled food. Man, the weather is great though. We're here in Tucson, 75 degrees. And you know we love boondocking. But right now what we're loving even more is having a home base where we just leave the Airstream there for a couple months and do weekend trips out to fun places. So much less stress.
Yeah. It's restful, and we have a really ambitious itinerary for 2017. So we're gonna enjoy this, then we're gonna have some craziness, then we're gonna enjoy this again next winter probably.
In the summer we were having a really hard time finding a place that would rent us spots for a month at a time because they kind of fill up on the weekends. So weekdays were available, but weekends weren't. Having a spot here that we can rent a month at a time for 3 months straight has been so refreshing. In order to stay in a park for a month at a time in the summer, we were looking at spending $1,000 to $1,200 a month there. And while we could do that, I'd rather not. But it's really nice to come here and have the option for far less than $1,000 a month, and having a home base where the Airstream always is. The Airstream's functioning as a tiny home for us, which is just what we wanted. The Airstream's our house, and this is our adventure vehicle, and the tents are our shelter when we're camping. Let's get out of the city and go have some fun now. Feels a little bit weird paying $30 to tent camp in a place that has full electric and water, but that's the only kind of spots they have here. And in Utah, we just would go camping for free because so much of it is BLM land. And a lot of Arizona's BLM land, but not on the lakes. So we're mainly paying for the convenience of camping near the lake where we can go paddleboarding. We got the coolest site at this state park. Check out our campsite. Not too shabby.
So our bill was $30 for the night, but one thing I will say is we're not paying that additional $10, you know, a night to park that you do pay at some state parks in places that we've been that shall remain nameless, Colorado. But yeah, so $30, but that includes our use of the park fee.
Yeah, a lot of them have an entry fee plus the camping fee, so you can end up paying $45 a night, which is awful. So that's a good point. I didn't think of that. We haven't slept in a tent in forever. I gotta say, once you're a backpacker, coming to places like this and paying to camp with a place with a picnic table is cool, but not as cool as backpacking. We need to go backpacking soon. This should be an awesome paddleboarding lake. Our campsite's down there and around the bend. It's super narrow. And there's tules all around to stop all the waves, so we should be able to just cruise. I think we just saw our first cardinal ever. It's a brilliant bright red. Trying to get a look at me. No jumping. If that was deep enough, how much money would it take to get you to jump off of there?
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
It's morning, and I think we still got the coolest campsite at the whole park. And this is probably the least desirable for most people because there's actually no water and no electricity hookups, but is perfect for a tent. A lot of people ask us why we have a van instead of a pickup. This is one of the reasons. We fit the paddle boards in there. And you can stand up, you can cook in it. You can't cook in a pickup with a shell. We cooked dinner in there last night. Can't wait to build out the inside more and have a bed in here. Upholster the ceiling a little more, get a fantastic fan going. That is going to be so fun. This is turning out really well with the countertop here. We can cook there. I love the front opening fridge. It's a little less efficient, I think. The compressor runs more often than our old fridge, but the amount of space it saves us is awesome. So really digging this setup. We're gonna have a bed back there over the bikes, but we can stand up in here, store stuff up there. I'm really digging this high top on the van. We gotta get a spare tire mount for this spare. It's taking up a lot of room. We're all packed up. It's a lovely 65 to 70 degrees outside. Got our lunches for a picnic lunch on the other side of the shore. We're gonna go explore this place. That water is cold. Go check out that blue heron on the buoy. That's a good boy. Yeah, are you happy to be on land? Crazy dog. Going upwind now. Okay, come on, you can come on my boat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now shake and get me soaked. Good boy. Man, I cannot turn when you lock that needle nose in. Let's go put you in the car. You're not having a very good paddle day. There you go. That's the idea. You been worried? Yeah.
Fender was getting pretty stressed out. It's a bummer because he was such a champ the last time we took him paddling, but we put him in the car to rest and relax and not be so stressed out while we do some more paddling.
This boat's so much quicker than my old longboard. So these boards feel a little bit tippy like in the initial couple degrees, but then it hits this spot where it doesn't tip anymore and it's really hard to flip. So you just have to get comfortable with those 10 degrees of movement. And that's an odd feeling. It takes some getting used to. I always wondered what that sign said. No diving or jumping. It's December and we're in shorts and a t-shirt, hot. I wouldn't mind if I fell in because it's so warm. This is amazing. We're missing out on having a white Christmas, but I would trade that for this any day. We're so much happier in the warm weather. This must be a boat spot. That'd be a fun way to camp one day. Paddle out to it. We're going right there. That'd be a sweet camp spot. Oh, an even better camp spot. I need to put my sandals on because Arizona is the most barefoot, unfriendly place ever. Every plant here is trying to kill you. It has spikes like this long. How cool is this? It's an island camp spot. You gotta bring a boat in here, and we would bring our paddle boards in.
This would be really fun.
See this beautiful fern? Well, if you look closely, there are needles on it. Cleverly disguised and hidden by the bushes. Thank you. This has been such a fun day. You sure get a workout on these paddle boards. Even just standing there balancing them gives you a good core workout, and then you paddle a lot. I love it though. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Kayaks are a little more laid back, a little more chill, but I like the active nature of the paddleboard and the, whoa, I almost fell in nature of the paddleboard. Teresa's feeling sick. She's got sinus and throat problems right now.
Yeah, I can't tell if I'm maybe allergic to something here or it's just a coincidence.
We're having a blast, but it would be even better if we had some friends here who wanted to do this with us. So next year, we're coming back here a couple weeks before Christmas. If that sounds like fun to you, join us. We want like 5 to 10 different people here. I think 7's like the sweet spot when we get a group of 7. But I'm not gonna complain. This ain't too shabby. Well, we had a good lunch on the island. That is the far end of the lake. Then we're gonna paddle back on that side, back to Fender, who's taking a nap in the car because he was having anxiety being on the boats today. I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah, he was so good last time, but he struggled today.
I think he can see to the bottom through the water. And if it's really deep, I think he has a fear of heights, which sounds really odd. But if water was invisible and you were floating above like a 400-foot cliff, that would be freaky. He almost acts like that because in the shallows, he's just fine. But when we get in the deep, he kind of freaks out. That's my theory. Oh, should we portage?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I don't know if I can portage this thing. Oh, it's so far. Okay, I made it.
It's so narrow, you can see both water from the GoPro lens. You can see both sides. Push off backwards. And still balance. Whoa. Yes. Yes, I can. I spent most of my summers in my youth windsurfing lakes like this. And this would be a perfect windsurfing lake. I keep waiting for Sea Eagle to make an SUP windsurfer. That would be awesome. This is sweet. I love little calm fingers like this of rivers and lakes. There's a cow down there guarding that camp spot. He's telling us it's reserved. That cow has the right idea. Oh, there is a baby. It's barely bigger than Fender. I don't want to make Mama mad. Teresa loves baby animals. She loves all animals. This is my sail. The wind's blowing me. It's working. Land ho! This handle's in the perfect place. Been a fun weekend. I had a blast.
Yeah, that was just what we needed to kind of get away a little bit.
Next time we'll be back with lots of friends to camp on that island.